Really want to make some serious progress, but that will all depend on what they're throwing at us. I want to let everybody know I am still considering lowering the difficulty just because I just think it's just balanced improperly. I could continue playing like this, and I kind of want to since I've already went through this much trouble.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
But then there's like another part of me where I'm like, I really just don't want to jump around and have to like dodge enemies for like 20 minutes, you know, and then going back out through the domain and then back in. It's just, I don't know. I'm still like on the fence about it. Because on one hand, you know, I don't mind, but like, I know how people are. And with everything, there is a patience limit for everything. I'm going to enchant this sword, by the way, if I can. And I'm kind of just concerned that there's this... that because this series is just too... like, I don't know how to describe this other than basically saying I just feel like people don't have patience to sit there and watch 1 hour dungeons and only get like 2 dungeons done in an entire video. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's kind of a big ask. So I'm kind of on the fence about changing that because I feel like it's just not getting good views anymore. Okay, so you need a soul gem. Okay. I mean, I should have figured, right? That's fine. I'll remember to come back here with the soul gem when I find one. I just sell them all. I need to look something up, by the way. Is there a Daedric bow in this game? Oblivion Daedric bow. Does this even exist? It does. It does exist. I guess if I really want one, I could go into an Oblivion Gate, right? Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Like, on the other hand, though, this series doesn't do well anyway. So, I mean, the people that are already watching probably don't care. So it'd be kind of like, well, I might as well just continue it for the people that watch it, right? So it's kind of the shitty thing. Like, I feel like if I had done this playthrough back 20 years ago, it would have just been so much different. But nowadays, I'm not talking about my audience. I'm just talking about, like, randoms, right? On YouTube, so to speak. I feel like because this is the generation of, like, in instant demand, it's kind of rough, you know? It was definitely much easier to be a YouTube video maker back in the day than it is now, at least in my mind. Alright, let's go do this quest with the Frost Tears or whatever, Garridan's Tears. I need to make sure I do all mage-related quests before I finish the main quest line. I'm gonna go back at some point and talk to everybody in the guild just to make sure there's no more quests for them. I've already alluded to this, but this is a spoiler. If you don't want the spoiler, just skip ahead like a minute. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so effectively, some places, I don't remember if it's all places or just the Bruma one, but some NPCs get killed in an attack by Manny Marco. So I don't know or remember which. So to be safe... Oh, well, you know what? Maybe I don't even need to struggle with this. It's the whole thing full of... Oh yeah, dude, I'm set, dude. Fuck yeah. You know what? I'll be honest. I'll just take this. Okay, so this quest is kind of a pain in the ass because it's a giant open area where you basically just gotta find where this shit is. And I believe this place ends up hurting you. So I'm going to look up a map where this is because I just don't want to spend 30 minutes here. Hold on. Okay, so I think that's the central rock right there. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's like right here. Like I say, I don't want to spend like forever here. It's just miserable. I'm gonna take damage here, but maybe I do, maybe I won't. I don't know. Okay, do we have the map unlocked? I think I see one here, yeah. Okay, so there's one here. There's like one right here. Maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe it's just like... they're just all around the rock here. There's one like in the crack here somewhere. Right, then we've got one over here somewhere. Yep. And then there's one up in the corner here. I thought I'd get damaged. Wait, was that the one? Okay. We done? Alright, sure. I thought there was more to this quest, but I guess not. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Like, this is an interesting place and everything, but... I knew I'd need a guide for this. Because I thought... See, the weird thing is, when I did this quest long ago as a kid... I was spending, like... I think like an hour looking for everything, but just to find out that they're all just around the stone, like... Only kid me knew that back then. That would have been nice. Alright, let's turn this in. By the way, I've also decided, for those that like Pokemon, the next Pokemon thing we're going to end up doing is probably I have it listed below. We're going to do a Platinum Rando. As long as the randomizer doesn't ask me to install anything shady. There was one randomizer when I was going to play, or I was thinking about what I was going to do before, when I did the Fire Red Leaf Green playthrough, return playthrough. I was debating on making that randomized. But there was a program that I think had like a .bat file, and I just didn't trust it. Certain file types I just don't trust when it's from randoms.
You look? Yes, I've heard refined frost salts. You found 5 of the tears? Fantastic. They're the pride of my collection. I don't know what are... The tears look beautiful in my collection. 1,000 thanks once again.
Nice to meet.
I'm just gonna see if I can't buy a
What
soul
can I
gem.
interest you in?
A black soul gem, if they have them, are the highest. Black soul. Do they exist in Oblivion outside of quest items? One is given during a quest. Ugh. Take an empty grand soul gem. Okay, this could be huge. So, okay, where is this? So south, I want to go to this cave. I want to unlock this ability. Are these empty? How do you know which one's empty? I'll take 2. Oh, I buy them.
Thank you.
They're gonna be empty.
May all your travels
thought-
be safe.
I got confused for a second. I'm like, why the fuck? My thought was like in my inventory or something. Got confused there. Alright, so let's do this. So there's a cave. Let's see here. I'm looking. See, the map is old, so like I don't. So it's like there's a cave here, but there's like right here. There's a cave called Dark Fissure Cave. I want to go find that cave. I want to unlock this now because I want the ability to just go to altars and create these. Is it one-time use? Once a week, a light beam comes down on the altar, usually around 12 a.m. on a Sunday night, Sunday morning night. Well, I still want to explore the location, or get the location. I might just wait on the inside. Or wait in front of it until it's the day. Here we go. A little off the mark, but that's fine. Kinda wanna get the... yeah, whatever, just go get this. Usually there's like an enemy at a camp, but whatever. Just focus on this. Okay, so here's the here's the altar. We don't even need to go in the cave. Great. Okay, so we need whatever. I'm just gonna. I don't know what day this would translate to in real life. Friday? I don't know. Damn it, I think I missed it. Oh, no, hold on. It's a little bit later. It's a little bit later. Should be at night. Let me save just in case I fuck this up. Oh, there we go. I see it. Which one is filled and which one isn't? Then what? Is it just not empty? Light isn't going all the way down. Non-charged soul gems are more dark and bluish. What's going on, Christian? Trying to get a soul gem here, but it's not working. You have no idea why. Let me load that save. Yeah, there's no light. Let me... Hold on. Let me put the soul gem in there before. Yeah, it's not... I don't know. It's not working. That's weird. I don't know why this isn't working. I don't know if it's like bugged or... Hold on. I might need to watch a video about how this works. Hold on. Let me go to YouTube. I don't understand why it's not changing. See, this is why text has to be specific, chat. This is why when you make a guide, you have to say everything that happens. Because if you don't, then you're just gonna be guessing. Like... Give me a minute. Hold on. Yeah, okay, the light. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the light. Yeah, I see it. Didn't mention the soul trap spell. Thank you, game, for letting me know. See, it's like, how could a guide not mention this crucial step? Do I even have a... Can I even use this? Probably not. Never played the OG? How old are you, Christian? There we go. Oh, you're almost as old as me. Okay. Yeah, I guess you just never got to play it then. Okay, well, so now we can come back here and change them into black soul gems, so that's nice to have that ability. Do I have like a high level soul trap? I wish there could just be a search function instead of having to scroll through. I see. I need mysticism. Okay, alright. I need to level up mysticism. Alright, let's level up mysticism then. I can't fill the soul gem right now. Yeah, I didn't get to play, like, too many games. Like, I don't know. I don't say this to brag, it's kind of just the state of how things were back then, but when I was a kid, I was, like, upper middle class, maybe barely rich. Now I'm dirt poor. Because I grew up in the Bush-Clinton time period, so... As you probably did too. Thank you, Bush and Clinton, for making us poor. Thank you.
Hail, Commander.
I don't want to put this in a special spot, but like... It's alright. I get that, though. I mean, even though, like, we had money...
Yes, Commander?
Like, my family would buy me things, but it was never a case of, like... It was never a case of, like... Like, if I... Okay. I'll give you an example. My family were really unwilling to spend money. That's kind of the thing with my family. Which probably is what helped them get money in the first place, right? That doesn't always work, but for them, they were just... I don't know if frugal is the right word. I don't know if that's the right word. It might be. But, whenever I would, like, break a controller, I'd say, hey, can you go get me a new controller, like PlayStation 2? Because back when I was a kid, I was one of those throw the controller, smash it kind of people. I don't do that anymore because I don't want to spend $70 on a controller. But, you know, when I was a kid, I had a tendency to throw controllers when I got mad. And because of that, I'd say, okay, I need a controller. And I would say, I need specifically a DualShock controller. And they would buy, and it's big, it's money, but it's also like confusion. And so they would get me one of these third-party shitty controllers that always had like turbo, and it would make me mad because these controllers would always like turbo, and like I'd get frustrated when I would try to play video games because it would just turn on and I didn't know like how to turn it off as a kid. It's like really annoying. Soul Jim Brooks. So yeah, I mean, it would be like a real pain in the ass to get them to like buy something that I actually wanted. You know what though? That's not a bad collection to be on.
Yes,
like,
Lord
if you had like, you know, I don't know how big you were into Resident Evil, but like, obviously, as you're saying, it's a 360. You didn't have many games, but like Left 4 Dead 2. DMC 4 and Saints Row 3, like, that's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. I've never been so big on BioShock, personally. I'm not into that at all, but... I'm like one of the rare people that doesn't like BioShock at all, but... Yeah, man. Even if I don't like it, I can understand that a lot of people do like it. So, I mean, if you did like it, then... Hey, man. You know? People say it's a good game, so... I think the only game missing from that collection that I really wish I would have played was RE5. I think that would be the only other game I would really want to add to that. Like, I get RE5 is not, like, the best game, but... you know, I don't think it's a terrible game either. RE6, on the other hand, is a different story. You know, I've spoken about this story before, but it's really weird thinking about it, because... You know, obviously growing up, I went to, like, EB Games, I went to, like, GamePro and all these old places, right, before even Blockbuster, Gamefly, like, was it Redbox? That was, like, toward my teenage years, toward my later teenage years. Game Crazy, yeah, that's another one, Game Crazy. Game swap. But once
Fighters Guild is recording.
GameStop came out,
What's the news from the...
I had never seen people en masse return to GameStop complaining about a game before until RE6. I'm telling you, I remember being in the line for RE6. Not the line, but like, you know, in the store. There's like 5 people in a line. I was waiting to get the game. And there were probably maybe like 5, 6
I have heard Argonia is a stranger.
of those people, basically all of them were trying to return the game. That's how fucking bad it was. There was like, I'm just like guessing. Like basically all of those people were there to return the game. Might have been more than 5. I'm just guessing. But I know the majority of the people in that line were trying to return it when I was trying to buy it. So it's really weird because at a time period like that, that's not something that you just normally see. Like returning games on that scale wasn't really something that I was familiar with at the time. But that game, like, there was just something in the air with that game. Everybody just knew it was bad. And that's not to say, like, you know, nowadays, because, like, I'm into the Resident Evil franchise somewhat. I think 7 is worse than 6, and I know a lot of people will hang me for saying that. I know I'm gonna piss a lot of people off saying that, but I think RE7 is the worst RE game out of all of them. And I can get into that, but... yeah, I mean, RE6, I mean... it has a lot of flaws, like a lot of things, but it's alright. It's just alright. I'm not even gonna sit there and say, oh, you know, I didn't send them out again. I'm not even gonna say, like, oh, you know, co-op, the co-op argument. I don't even need to say that. I feel like if you're playing, like, the Leon sections, or, like, if you want to play basically RE5 again, you can play the Chris section. My issue with the game mainly is the Jake and Sherry section. I don't like Jake and Sherry in that game.
Go ahead.
At all.
Of course.
It's just boring to me. Like, incredibly so. The only other thing I probably joke about most in that game is probably the fucking how many times you fight Simmons. But other than that, like, you know. RE2 Remake are some of the worst. People would get really mad if you say that. People would get really mad if you say that. I don't think it's terrible. It's definitely not better than the original. Same with the, especially true for the third one, the remake of the third game. Everybody knows how often I shit talk that game, but you know, so with how bad RE3 Remake was, I decided that I was gonna boycott Capcom games somewhat. I wanted to, like, if they did, like, a remake of, like, 4, at the time they didn't announce that.
Hello.
There was rumors of it.
Arthurlos is a sneaky one. Kind of makes you wonder what he's
Or, like, Code Veronica, or, like, any of the old stuff. I said I would still play it. But, I don't know. I had made the decision that, like, I was gonna refuse to buy any games that took place outside of the Raccoon City timeline, which to me is 0 through 6. So, like, anything past 6, I'm not buying. Unless it's either one of 3 things. It's set in Raccoon City. It is a remake of some kind of one of those games. Or... I mean, it's basically just those 2 things. And so the reason I'm getting RE9 is because it's set in Raccoon City and it's involving an Outbreak character. So that's kind of like, okay, a compromise. But the rumor is that this is going to be the last numbered RE game. And if that's true, perfect. I can stop buying these games. Because I've been wanting to walk out for a while. So I would love this. If this was the last numbered RE game, great.
Yeah. Take care.
I really don't want to give Capcom any more of my money. Because they ruined my favorite game of all time. So. It's just unforgivable. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm just gonna start. Honestly, I am going to shit on RE2 Remake. I know that's unpopular to do, but, you know, as time has gone on, I don't know what it is, but every time I play that game again, my opinion of it just gets worse and worse. It's really weird. Because when I first got the remake, I'm like, it's okay. I think the original's better. But, like, the more I play it, the more I'm like, this is kind of like, you know? Like, for starters, the fact that they ripped the crows, the spiders from the game is fucking stupid. Like, that's dumb. The fact that, like, one of my biggest pet peeves is that they cut out the fucking intro. Like, the long like, I don't know. I feel like the beginning of that game should have been way longer.
Well met. Hmm?
It should have been way longer. I feel like my biggest issue that I probably have is with something I call bouncer zombies. There is a big problem with RE2 Remake and RE3 Remake where zombies will just fucking sit and camp a door. It is really bad. They just hug the door and they don't leave. It's really obnoxious. And you basically get punished every time you walk through a door unless you kill them. It's just really stupid. I don't... And that's another thing I really hate, is that my favorite aspects in terms of the knife and all of RE, I think 2, 3, and 4 have the best knives. Ever. I don't like the fact that knives have durability. I think that's stupid. Sorry, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they removed the G adult boss and turned it into a regular enemy. The sewer section is incredibly bad. I hate the sewer section. And don't even get me started with the fucking Ivy redesign. What the fuck is that? What is that? They also ruined Mr. X's Tyrant design. Or Super Tyrant. I mean, before he was like, he had double claws, he was giant, and now it's like, oh, he has one claw and he's just like decayed. What? And that's the thing as well, the bee fight, it's like they finally had a chance to do something, like to fix the bee scenario deal and make it unique, and they don't. Like, how many fights are reused in that? What else? What else? There's something else I was gonna bring up and I forgot. Fuck me. And I hate it. I don't remember what it was, but it was like... Sewer, I'm just like thinking of sections in the game. There's sewer... The lab section, that was pretty bad. The lab section is really short. I feel like it just doesn't hit like the original does. Having to, like bring lights and everything is, like, an interesting concept, but, like, I don't know, dude. Yeah, exactly, man. What the fuck, bro? I mean, I get it. Like, in RE1 Remake, right? The zombies have a lot of health. I understand that, but, like... I don't know, man. I'm gonna say this, too. this is something else that really disappointed me. I was really hoping when they were going to do Ada in this game, it would actually be a far lengthier segment than the original. I thought they were really going to expand that and, like, turn it into a real thing. I'm going to argue and make the case that the Jake and Sherry sections in this game, well, maybe not the Sherry section, but the Ada section, to me, is easily far worse than the original. Easily. It's not even a contest. I fucking hate the Ada segment in that game. I don't like the gimmick. I don't like how short it is. I feel it's pointless. Especially on higher difficulties. I think it's obnoxious. To be honest. I was not a fan at all of that.
Well met, Guildmate.
I will say, I do
How
think
goes
maybe
it?
the Sherry section is
Fantastic.
better than the original.
Thanks for
but
asking.
even still.
Good day.
What is this? Is this a store? Guess it is. I think the intro to RE2 Remake is also just in general, the one that they do have is like really, it's just really eh.
Good day. If you come across any unusual ingredients,
Just not a fan of it. Oh, that's something. That's what I was going to talk about. The zapping system, bro. Like, that's non-existent, man.
Good. Well met. Smart. Farewell.
I mean, obviously, everybody can, like, you know, you can look at, like, the environment and say, yeah, this game looks really pretty, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just not really sold on that game.
Hello, Guild. I'm sorry.
Hello, good day. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all. Farewell.
Is it only him that sells stuff? You know, if I bought all this stuff. I was also kind of really hoping they would use more of 1.5, and they really just didn't. Like, it would have been cool to have, like, the gorilla fight again, you know? Yeah, exactly, dude! Yeah, I forgot, yeah, man. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? If when this is on YouTube, if you don't want to hear this rant about RE3 Remake, I'm gonna tear into it for a minute. I'm going to shit all over this game. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Alright. Hold on. Okay. First of all, you take RE3 Remake, right? From the outset, from the very beginning of the game, the intro. If you've seen the original 3, you know how iconic that intro is. It's very clear. Outbreak has started. Things are happening. Very serious. What does the remake do? I know. I'll use stock riot footage. Not the zombies. Not the iconic intro with Nemesis. Just riot footage. Then there's 10 FPS zombies, which I don't fucking understand why the PC version has low FPS zombies. We know why, because of consoles. But, okay. Then we have basically a forced hold-up segment which is completely needless. Hey, Capcom, there was a reason. There was a reason it wasn't in the original. To add mystery, to add suspense. There's a reason they don't make you do that segment in the original game. That it starts off the way it does. Because they know it would be fucking boring to do. They didn't understand that, clearly. Then you had the removal of Dario and his journal, and getting to see civilians in the city trying to survive early game and just dying. That's missing. They ruined Jill's design. And look, I'm not one of those weird fucking, Julia Voth, I need Julia Voth. I'm not one of those fucking weird freaks. But god damn it, that is not Jill. The way she behaves. I mean, look, I'm genuinely left-wing, but I cannot stand just the Lara Crofting of girls. You can make attractive female characters. It's a fucking video game. Yeah, exactly. Like she just has this chip on her shoulder, just being a bitch. It's just irritating. It's like she's just gotta just always be in a pissing contest. It's not Jill, dude. And this is something that I don't see people talking about, is Brad. Brad is completely unlike how he was in the manhwas and the original games. Brad's a fucking coward. Brad runs away. Brad is not going to be like, oh, let me run into a bar and hold the door for Jill. That's not what he would do. That's not fucking Brad. I'm sorry. And that whole death scene is stupid anyway, because why wouldn't you just check the fucking door? The door! It was open the whole time. Why don't you run to the door? Why are we dicking around? Like, I get it, but, like, I don't know. It's just stupid. Like, Jill couldn't have ran to the door to check? Like, what? And then the first-person segment, just to add insult to injury at the beginning of the game. Like, they knew that would piss people off, and yet they did it. And their justification is, oh, well, we wanted to show some of Jill's trauma. No, you didn't. You do it twice in the entire game. You had a perfectly good opportunity to have, like, a playable flashback scene in the original game with, like, Yawn, or seeing Richard getting eaten by the shark. Or by Yawn. No, we don't see that. We don't see flashbacks of the Tyrant. Instead, we get a shitty first-person segment of her turning into a fucking zombie. And the game is filled with millennial writing. I'm 30, I'm a millennial. But I cannot stand millennial writing, dude. I can't. This whole, I need to be edgy, I need everything to relate to me as a millennial. Like, it's stupid. It's so dumb. And I've just bitched about the beginning of the game. Nemesis being in a fucking trash bag. The fact that in the original design, Nemesis doesn't have an exposed heart. They just had to turn him into, like, a pussy in that game. Doesn't kill a single STARS member. Just because they made a shitty decision in RE2 Remake with the way they writ Marvin off, they have to fix it now by making Brad bite fucking Marvin. Because they couldn't have just left the Outbreak ending in there. It's like, god damn it, dude. And the kicker is, even on the highest difficult, like, like, here's the sad part. Every single Nemesis encounter, you can stop with a grenade. That's it! You just need one grenade. One grenade. And on higher difficulties, it's even more insulting. You need a grenade, but get this, one shot. One single pistol shot. All you need. The city we get, maimed, doesn't exist, fucking missing, all gone. You wanted the big-ass city, you wanted the long-ass game, you wanted the exploration, you wanted to see RE3 what it was known for? Hell no. You get a donut shop, you get a pharmacy, you get an upstairs fucking apartment building, and you get alleys. Small ass alleys. That's all you're getting. That's all you're fucking getting. You wanted the clock tower? I know. We'll have a fucking furry nemesis fight. That's what people want. Furry nemesis. Let's rip out half of the tracks in the game, and the ones we do put in, we're gonna fucking ruin and make even shittier renditions than the original. Somehow. We don't get to see a bunch of UBCS bodies throughout the game. Only one little section. We don't get to see the drain demos through the entire game. Just one section. We'll remove all the optional Jill costumes and unlockables to put a generic-ass store in it. And then on top of that, the whole game was designed because speedrunners, unfortunately, are the face of the RE community at this point, who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And they get their game designed around them, the crybabies, who complain when a Code Veronica game works as intended, molds, and then breaks a, what is it, $100 GameCube Code Veronica disc? I'm talking about when Carcinogen lost his fucking mind to a speedrun in Code Veronica. He snapped his fucking rare Code Veronica GameCube disc. What a fucking loser, dude. Not to mention, we want to talk about puzzles? Let's talk about puzzles. The fact that almost all of the puzzles in the game are reused from the second remake. And when there are original puzzles, they either hold your hand to Oblivion, or you get the one safe in the hospital, and the code is literally 9-3. Which is the same fucking code as 937 in the RE2 office. Just without, they thought they were so fucking clever. Hi, D3. I'm bitching about RE3 demake. And if you want to talk about as well, the fact that they completely forgot about the flashbang's existence and only put a single flashbang for Jill, only on the higher difficulties. I can go on. I can keep going. They block off the original safe room. Nemesis Spider-Man's out of the fucking roof. Missing textures in plain view where you see fucking voids. No infinite ammo drops. Just put it in a fucking store. You don't earn it. No multiple choice pathing. No park. No dead factory. No fucking clock tower. And everybody has the audacity to say that game is better than the original. I want to fucking blow my brains out, bro. God damn it. No mercenaries. We'll get rid of the freeze rounds. We'll make a shitty mine thrower. Hey, everybody, you remember the mine thrower? Hey, yeah. We're just going to make it an upgrade for the grenade launcher. What is their problem? Why did they fuck this game into the ground? Like, even in the intro, they'll say, oh, well, we had to make... Like, even... Look. I've always been against censorship. Always. 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 I don't care what it is. When it comes to gaming. You want to make art? Let the artist make the art. You be the critic of it afterward. Don't cave to peer pressure. Design what you want to design. Stop caring about freaks who bitch about character design. When they made the alternate costume for Jill and they said it was the original costume, let me be clear. I don't care about loot shit in video games. I really don't. I don't mind it either. But when they sell, oh, this is the original Jill Valentine outfit. No, it's not. That's a skirt. That's not a skirt. That's a skirt. I am pissed off about that because that is lying. That is illegal. It's illegal what they did. They sold us something that was not the original. That was illegal. They lied. Just like how they said, oh, Claire Redfield, original outfit. I don't give a shit if it was a free outfit. I don't care. It was wrong. It wasn't accurate. Neither was the Jill RPD outfit. It was wrong. They'll complain about, oh, we needed to modernize Jill's design, but then have her getting fucking deep-throated by a fucking bug. It's like, god damn it. God damn it. No Crimson Head. They could have put Crimson Heads in there. I just... There you go.
Exciting news indeed, Master.
There you go.
Just think of the possible advances in restoration and alteration.
Well met,
Exactly.
Guildmate.
But now what? Do I continue with that line of study?
Ah, you must be the Arcane University's newest edition.
And they're never gonna fix it. They're never gonna fix it. I have design documents. Because there's some design documents that leaked after the game came out because of the outrage. One of the people working at Capcom leaked the design documents. What their outline for the game was. Now, they got taken down, but I did save some of the pictures. And I can tell you, hold on, I will find this and I will read it. I'll read it. Hold on. I'm going to find this so that I can show everybody that from the outset they were fucking this game from the very beginning. Give me a minute. I gotta find it. If I can find it. I don't know where the fuck it is. Might be a while. I might not have them anymore. Maybe. We'll see. If I don't, it would really suck, but... You know what? I might... I think I might have uploaded... Hold on, let me check Drive really quick. Let me check my Drive. I might have put it on Drive. Let me see. Okay, yes. Yes. Hold on, let me download it really quick. Give me a minute. Show desktop. Go to downloads. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's almost done. Okay, I don't know why that took so long to load, but... Let me go to OBS. What do I want to do? I want to do display capture. Look at this. There you go. Just read this. Just read this. Just read how exploitative this is. Like, it's just like what the fuck, man? I'll get another one. I have 3. I have 3 total. I only showed 1. There was many in this, but I saved 3. Because at one point, I was going to make a video about this, but everybody made a video instead. So, I was like, well, what the fuck am I going to add? But, hold on. Let me get the other ones really quick. Shouldn't take me too long. Because it gets worse. Okay, let me get this. Let me get this one. And then... give me a second. Let me get this one. This is a good one to get. Yep, okay, this is the one. This is a big one. Okay. This is also going to explain how what their attitude towards Outbreak is. You're going to enjoy this. Okay, let me go to desktop again. I hate the fact that I'm trying to, like, navigate, and it's like... okay. Here's the second one. You can see that they didn't plan for this game to be long. This is how long they expected the game to be. Very dog shit. Let me get another one. Hold on, I gotta mute this game 1 minute. Okay, let me put that one away. Then let me get this one. Everybody enjoy the chicken gamma. Here's what its original design was going to look like. And how they absolutely just fucking ruined it. Unfucking real, dude. Like, genuinely, it's unreal. That we could have had this, and we got what we got. I can keep going. I have more. I have more. What about Final Nemesis? Instead of this, which we all wanted, everybody knows what we fucking got. Like, what the... like, we could have had the... I'm gonna stroke out. How do you go from this to furry Nemesis? How? I have one more. And this is probably the most fucking depressing of it all. I want everybody to read this. Here's your reason why their attitude toward Outbreak, if you're wondering. This is talking about the fucking. I don't remember what that Survive. No, I don't remember what that fucking shitty game was. Wanted it to compete with DBD, which is already well known to be an accomplished game and no problems. Nobody hates this game ever. Give me 1 second. I gotta go do something. So yeah, from the get-go, they had no respect for this game. And anybody who's going to sit here and pretend like this game has anything redeeming about it, I swear to God, that's why I lose my shit every time. Because they have no idea. They have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. It's like, bro, dude. Holy shit. Give me 1 minute. Get it.
Greetings, journeyman.
And that's the thing, even with Village, like, this is why I don't like RE7. It's like, this is the best way I describe it. Imagine you just you wanted a new RE game, but you were confused because Capcom always pretends like they've learned any kind of lesson and then they don't. So you're like, okay, we need to figure out what people want. So you hire a random guy. And this random guy, you get him to play RE1 and make a bullet point list of the basics of what an RE game is. And I want, you write this down on a paper, and then I want you to bring it back to me. That's what RE7 is. It's like a very bare bones, basic, barely touching upon the fundamentals of what RE is.
Oh,
It's like barely an RE game.
Yet. We must be sure. You understand?
Like, it's like people went, scarce items, locked doors, have creatures, have a boss with eyeballs. It's like puzzles. Have a mansion. People can't tell me I'm wrong either. I'm just gonna do this so I don't have to see this shit anymore. Why does it want me to go over here? What? RE8 is what RE7 should have been. Exactly. That too. RE8 is what RE7 should have been. But because they poorly writ Ethan, because they were they're basically being pussies and too scared to actually write a good character. They had to make a whole game to fix his stupid bullshit. He doesn't talk, he's lame, he's unrelatable, he bitches and whines. Like, I get it. New character, getting into an experience he hasn't before, I understand that. Like, I get that. But it's still bad writing. I don't know. And every enemy in that game in RE7 was just very unlikable. I didn't like any of them. I thought they were boring. I didn't think they were interesting. The gameplay in a lot of those fights just sucked. First person, that's a whole other problem. RE8 is also incredibly dumb because Chris spends the whole game. Basically, Chris regressed as a character. I don't know if you've seen like the movies and shit. I don't know why this is like stuck loading. I don't know what's going on here. Game's being weird. Keep letting it load, but if it doesn't load, I'm gonna have to restart the game or something. But they spend like with all the movies, right? The only way they can make a character unlikable, it seems nowadays, is to just make them get drunk and start lashing out at their friends. Like, that's the only fucking way that Capcom seems to want to make people annoying. They did it with Chris in RE6, they did it with Leon right after in the movie, and then they did it with Jill. I don't know about drinking, but like, I don't remember about the drinking bit. What is going on with this load? I think it's fucked. I'll wait another minute. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna... I don't understand why that happened. That's stupid. I don't know why my game was just infinite loading. Skyrim had that problem once or twice when I was playing it a long time ago. That movie was also really bad. That Death Island or whatever. It was basically just... like, the only reason it's, like, they justified making that was effectively just to have Jill meet Leon. And the whole thing just felt like a really weird fan meetup, you know? Like, it was just weird. Like, the way the characters acted at the end of the movie was just, like, extremely awkward. It was just like, this shouldn't... like, even the characters were aware this shouldn't have happened. This is really strange. Like, the whole movie is just bizarre. What is going on with my computer right now? Why is it, like, having, like, a fucking conniption? I think the only other game I really probably don't like is Revelations 2. I don't know. Something about it I just don't like. I don't know if anybody else has had this problem, but I've been having this weird problem when I launch this game where it just doesn't launch. And then, literally, like, Oblivion disappears from my task manager. It's really weird, and the only way I can get rid of it is by closing it from the tab, and it takes like a couple minutes. This is the only game that does this. Like, I can see 100% disk usage, but, like, it's not in the list. It's super weird. This computer couldn't handle my RE3 remake rant. Like, I don't know what to do. It's not in my list anymore, and it's not closing. It finally decided to crash. Well, okay, so this game is weird because System main is at 100% disk. Whatever, I can wait a minute. It's fine. I'm not in any rush. I'll just leave a timestamp on YouTube for people to skip this wait. Just talk for a minute. The only other, like, this game is the only game that does that weird shit where I gotta, like it's out of my task manager. But this game also has problems just loading in general. Like, it doesn't want to launch, and it takes me, like, multiple launches. Even when I run as admin, it just doesn't want to launch. It'll, like, half launch. The only other game that does that for me is Minecraft. I'll open the launcher, and the launcher will just be a black screen. With, like, Minecraft at the top, the name of, like, the tab. And I gotta, like, reboot it, like, 2 times to get it to work. I think the only other game I have weird issues with is, like, is Skyrim. Where it's the only game that I can't, like, this game is different, because when I play Oblivion Remaster, I have to have Task Manager open. Okay? I have to have Task Manager open. To turn off the game an event my computer starts to crash. Skyrim, on the other hand, I have to do the opposite. I cannot play with Task Manager open. Because sometimes when you play Skyrim, even with the Alt-Tab patch, sometimes the game will freeze, and the only thing that you can do is open up a Task View button to create a new desktop so that you can open Task Manager and then close the game from another desktop. But if you have Task Manager already open on the frozen tab, it just tries to open it from that tab, which I feel like is a really stupid decision on the programming of Windows, but whatever. I don't know why they didn't think to account for that. Why not have the ability to open multiple Task Managers? It's just weird. Can everybody see the game? Hold on. Let me know if you guys can see this. Showing up on OBS. I mean, I don't know at the end of the day what I was surprised about. Like, this is a Bethesda game. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting more mods for this game, but I guess not. I guess it's just dead already.
Ceases to amaze me, noble scholar.
I'm just gonna go here. Wayne and Priory. I can't wait till they make me have an ID to use mods. Oh wait, they do. I really fucking... I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but I fucking hate Nexus mods, bro. I hate it. That, like, it's... I feel like it's the only place I can get mods from, but I hate using it. Because the people that run that shit are just such fucking pussies, dude. They're such fucking crybabies. But yeah, if you live in the UK, you need a license now to use it. Because of course you do. I'm not in the UK, I'm in the US, but... They recently passed a law in the state I live in where you need an ID to watch porn on the internet now. I don't really like porn, to be honest. I just don't like it. I think it's just bad to engage with. But, I don't see how this is going to help anybody. Like, yeah, I might get addicts to stop, but, like... I don't know. Wasting money on this instead of, I don't know, actually doing something that matters. The usual politics. Voting for shit no one asked for. Or doing shit no one asked for, rather. Voting for. Olag Bald Shrine.
Fools must be separated. Do not test his patience. Fools must... You would seek... Well, then my request is small. Prove to me... Summon a faded wraith right here before me.
Faded wraith?
We watch and wait.
I have a gloom wraith? Oh, no, I do have this.
Fools. I am impressed. You have proven yourself worthy. We watch and wait.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this quest right now. I'm not touching Daedric Shrines yet. Okay, next. Let's get rid of this. Already maxed out anyway, so I don't need these, but I just don't want them in my list. That was weird. Why did my audio decrease? Whatever. Moo. I'll say this as well. I'm fairly confident the next Elder Scrolls is going to be an absolute disaster. Like, everybody is, like, so excited for it, but nah, dude, it's going to be a failure. I don't know what it is with Bethesda in just, like, making these, like, really shitty... Like every area they want to design is either just all ice or all desert.
Oh,
and, like, nothing
hello.
else.
Are you well?
Been better. How about you?
I don't know how to... A few months ago, that witch of a necromancer decided to inhabit Moss Rock Cavern just north of my inn. I don't know what she does in there. Frankly, I don't want... I've seen undead of all types walking, and every day it seems the number of undead increase. If someone can get
Look
into
at this
the
kid.
cave
He's
and
seen
kill
some
Raylan,
shit, look.
maybe we can stem the tide. Her death pays a handsome bounty. I hope you'll take advantage. Still no...
Not
Rail... I don't... A small settlement to the northwest of here, on the other side. We've had travelers through recently that say it's turned...
The arena's faked.
Yes.
You think those guys
I
are
heard
getting
the
killed?
gauntlets of the Crusader
Really?
are...
Go ahead. Please.
What the fuck?
I've been hearing
Go on.
You too.
What's the news
Sure.
from the other part?
What's the
Yeah.
news from the other parts of town?
Farewell.
What is going on right now?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
What do you want? I
Goodbye.
suppose I...
What can I do? Training? Goodness me, I'm retired. I'm no fool. I know she'd never be interested in an old man like me. Well, if you're dead set on learning something from me, then how about I'd like to get her a gift of a sort. Nothing terribly fancy and something useful. Here's 50 gold to cover the costs. Goodbye.
When you visit a way shrine of Zenith,
What can I do for you? You too.
Dude, I don't... Are the goblins still following me? Brother. How are they still following me? Goddamn goblins from all the way over there are literally still after me. Like, look at this. He's still after me. Okay, I don't know if, like... I'm gonna just keep walking and hope it goes away. What's this? There we go. Sirkin. Okay. So what? Okay, hold on. Quest. What does that guy want me to do? Silver pitcher, 4 silver glasses. Well, might be a while. Sure, I guess we could go do this. You know, chat, I had a really terrifying dream last night. It's like I'm big into space and stuff, right? Like astronomy and whatnot. And when I was growing up, one of the things that I used to be really afraid of was that whole Nibiru story. Because I wasn't really a smart kid back then. And the idea of, like, getting thrown out of orbit or something has terrified me. So last night, I don't remember, like, all my dreams, but I tend to remember some more than, well, I don't know. I have a tendency to remember some more than not remembering. But for some reason in that dream, there was, like, news that was, like... The sun was, like, doing something weird, and I don't remember what. And... the Earth was just, like, spinning, like, way faster. I remember, like, looking out a window, and it was just, like... I don't know, things looked weird. And the next thing I knew, the fucking planet was like passing right next to Jupiter, and like, and then like, I don't know, like flash forward to like then heading toward the sun because we got like slingshotted around, like, I don't know. Fucking scared the shit out of me. I hated that, dude. That dream sucked. I know you're supposed to like get meaning from dreams, but like that is kind of like a weird one. I don't really know how to interpret that, to be quite honest. Did not like it. Come on, give me the slow one. Dude, my impatience. Oh my god. Huh?
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm! Ha!
You're pathetic.
Die! You're pathetic.
Do your worst. Die, cur.
Pathetic worm! Let's get this over with.
Get our marksman up.
That's the best you can do?
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
How did I miss that? Am I sick? I must be. Aim is like particularly bad today. Good lord. Oh, Daedric Mace, okay. I don't want to explore the rest of the cave, though. Is the stream lagging? Let me see, OBS. I'm not having any drop frames. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, that does work. Ow! Holy shit. I'm hoping that skeleton kills the other one in there because... Yeah. Oh my god, he got him! Help me! They do... Summons just do so much more damage. Never mind. He didn't want to help me. What? Yeah, it just works, guys. It just works. Yeah. Just works. Oh, hi.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh wow, they just have one. Okay, nice. It's alright. Bro, I am so impatient today with this lockpicking. I don't know what the rush is. There we go. Okay, so we could go down, I guess. So welcome back. I thought mud crabs more fierce. That looks absolutely lovely. Take this. Okay, that was really bad. so many bad things here. Please kill the lich. Alright, cool. Ow. Kill the skeleton first. Oh. Alright, great. Now kill the zombie. Good lord. High value skeleton, as always. Oh my god, holy caskets. A lot of junk, though. What was that? I don't know if that works. Yeah, that worked.
Do your worst.
Right, got one.
This ends.
That's right, hit your own skeleton.
What's the matter? Getting tired? I'll have your head, you filthy Nord!
He dropped his staff. probably out of charge. That's right, I'm gonna get your ass now, you bitch!
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yes. Yeah, it's enchanted. What can I get rid of? Just fix it, why not? It's a little bit, but not a lot. I'm gonna just have to drop one of the maces. Unfortunate. Right, there's still more though we could explore. Let's go ahead and do that. This looks like the end. Is that just a key to the door? Don't know if anyone else caught that in time, but I didn't. I'm assuming it just leads to the door for the quest.
Hello.
How goes
I
it?
could use some good
Fantastic.
news
Hail,
right
good
about
citizen.
now.
How can I...
Virtuous visitors to way shrines of Kinnereth.
I assume you've... I realize it's in poor taste to celebrate anyone's I believe we had a
Think we had an F? Are we good? Your frames look fine now. ISPs.
From the other parts of Temr.
ISPs. Gotta love them. This area is like really laggy. I don't know why, but there's just something about that area in specific that's like really bad. Game basically wants you to run it on an SSD, but I'm using a hard drive. I'm sure that has some reason to do with why I'm lagging a bit. Things are just loading too slowly. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
See?
I really wish games would stop loading things the way they do now and go back to the old way. Like, I don't know. It's just like, why? Why are we changing it, you know? It feels like it's nonsense. Hold on. Sorry.
Well, have a look around. You won't find better price. You've got a great deal there.
My internet died again. Oh no, dude. Yeah, me neither. I know we had another F. I hope it doesn't happen again, because if it does, I might have to call the stream. Like, I hope we're fine going forward, but I can't.
That's a good deal.
I'm not gonna stream, you know,
You've got a
if
great deal
my
there.
internet's gonna be bad.
You drop a fine transaction.
Just hope it's fine. I need arrows. What's going on? Shush. If you can hear me, I do Resident Evil, I do Left 4 Dead, I do Genshin, I do Pokemon on occasion. I do variety, everything. Everything and anything, effectively.
Thank you.
I'm also going to do Battlefield 6. If you're curious about what I'm going to be doing, or what series I'm doing, you can scroll below and I have a list of games. If you're interested. I don't know why my internet is being so bad today though, it's not the norm. Oh, well, I was offloading some Daedric maces to sell. And I'm just doing, you know, quests. Don't worry about it, it's fine. I didn't take offense to it, don't worry. I'm not a sensitive Andy.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
Sir Knight.
Yes, Commander?
But yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. Christian, I've been using a hard drive, like, is this like 10-year-old hard drive? Visually it looks nice. The mod support, though, is abysmal. I really wish modding was better. So, if you haven't got this and you're, like, expecting it to be better, it's, that doesn't really have mod support. There are some mods, but, like, it's virtually dead. Okay. I like it, though. I mean, it's great.
Hail, Lord Crusader.
It's better in some areas and worse in others. Like, I don't know. I feel like the frames are kind of weird in the remaster. And if I'm not mistaken, this is on Unreal, which... I don't know about everybody else, but frankly, I am so sick of Unreal Engine. I really wish they would stop making games on Unreal, because I'm just so tired of the ghosting and bullshit that, like, Unreal causes. Yeah, and I've had people say that, yeah. So, like, that's kind of what my hope is that even after I've done my basic playthrough with, like, limited mods, I'm kind of hoping, like, years down, I can pick this back up and mod the fuck out of it like I do my 200 plus Skyrim modded list. Although I can't really uninstall my Skyrim mods because some of them don't exist anymore and they're a pain in the ass to set up, so... I'm not going in an Oblivion Gate today. It's gonna take way too long, but I'll discover it. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want to fight one of those. I just get annoyed with, like, hard drives because, or solid state drives, because it's like, everybody talks them up like they're so good, but I've gotten like 3 or 4, and the longevity of those drives has been... It just completely put me off from them. Yeah, I have a config that gets rid of lumens, or reduces them. I don't remember which, but the lumens are just unnecessary. The extra lighting shit. I'm not really technical, so I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but... something with lumens has been changed in, like, an INI file I downloaded. Oh, I am not fighting those wisps. Those things do not die. Unless you have, like, electricity. Are they still following me? Yes, they are. It's one of the things I hated about Skyrim is the dragons that you don't want to fight just chase you forever. But they're regular enemies. So they're easier to lose. Especially illumination. Like I've ordered... Let me see. Oh, there's a... What are those things? I forget what they're called. Hold on. I got an SSD, Western Digital, and it literally, I'm not even kidding, lasted me 2 days. I'm not trolling. I bought one, it lasted me 2 days. I bought another one, lasted me like 5 months. And I bought another one, and it was just dead on arrival. So no, I'm good on SSDs. Like I genuinely just do not trust them anymore. Unfortunately, I've had this hard drive for like 10 years, and it's just, I don't know. I don't care if it's kind of old-fashioned. If it works, you know, it works. Well, that wasn't too bad. I still to this day refuse to use Epic. their store in any capacity. I just don't like them. I do understand that a lot of games want to do exclusive shit and like use the Epic stuff, but like in terms of at least a platform on its own, I don't want to use it. But yeah, no, there's a huge problem with optimization on Unreal, and devs act like there isn't an incentive to optimize shit anymore, and it's like a huge problem. Either the developers who know how to optimize aren't getting paid to optimize, and it's not a part of the planning, or they hire people who don't have the skill set and knowledge to optimize. When you would think it'd be a really simple thing to understand, but it's just not, I guess. So I don't know what the solution is. I guess just pay people to optimize and do their job would be my suggestion, but what do I know? Like I said, I'm not an expert. It's kind of looking just like a mostly empty cave. Is that a werewolf? Oh, it's a minotaur. Also, I'm playing on the highest difficulty if you... Oh no, wisps, dude. Oh, it's not angry at me. Well, ain't that great. Probably because of the armor I'm wearing. I don't want to accidentally swing on it, though. Oh no, bro, this is bad. I need to kill that right now. Oh, it's following! Oh god. There's also, you got to account for the whole, you know, fascist takeover of corporations by, like, the administration buying, like, basically buying portions of the company of, like, Nvidia, you know? And I think they did it for Intel too, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah. Kind of wondering how that's gonna go down. Oh my god, it just gets full health. These things are so obnoxious. Skeleton, you gotta hit it. There you go. I'm still using an RTX 3060. Not like super crazy or anything, but it's not terrible either. At least I don't think it is. Let me try and fight one of these. See what happens. That isn't too bad. Oh, that pissed off the bear. Or it summoned a bear. Before I had this, I had an R9 380, 8GB. I don't know how that trick works. Oh, that's an ogre. First one of these I've seen in this so far. What casting faster trick? Oh my god, that hurts. Oh. Bone. Okay, so this is without. It doesn't feel any different. Like I'm holding the block button and it doesn't work. Let's see. Normal. Yeah, I don't think it works anymore. At least either that or I don't know how it or understand how it works. Oh my god, brother Skeleton, I need you to attack this guy. Good, okay. I feel like this is the best summon in the game. I've tried other ones, but like, it lasts long and it does damage. Doesn't cost too much either. It hurts. Where did you come from, bro? Adrift. This is also one of the reasons I think Skyrim sucks, is the enemy variety is like not as nice as it is in Oblivion. Or Skyrim, I mean. Alright. I feel like, because I'm playing on the highest, I feel like I have to use them because the damage I'm doing is just not... is not good. Like, even with my shit maxed out, like, it's... I feel like if you don't summon things, you're trolling if you don't. I don't know. One of the mods that still does exist is you can get playable Flame Atronach race, but it's you know why. You know why people want that mod. Which is fine, but... Have you ever played Terraria? Shashakul? Have you played Calamity? Calamity mod for Terraria? What does that sound? Adventure? What?
I scour the land, seeking fortune for Gortwog and Orsinium. Someday all will recognize the true wealth of the orcs. You too seek wealth, do you not? May you find it, and may tales of your journey be legendary.
Alright, shit. Word, dude. The spotty. No, well, I was gonna say if you had played Terraria Calamity, you would know that, there was these summonable, like, spirits that people will name them and call them waifus, but there's like a storm cloud and there's like an ice one, and it kind of reminds me of the Atronax a little bit. The Westworld. Oh, this is just to leave. Like, even, so I'll say this, like, when I'm looking at, like, Skyrim mods, for instance, right? I only ever play as female characters. Just, I don't know, it feels weird for me to play male characters. And when I'm looking for armor, I'm like, I really want mods that are, like, kind of lore friendly, but I don't mind if they have like a tinge of like I don't like the word skimpy, but like more, I don't, you know what I mean though, right? More sexual. I don't care if that's like a slight part of it, but the majority of it should be reasonable and like, you know, lore friendly. I really don't like overly slutty mods. I've never liked that sort of thing. Snooker and a rat. But see, the problem is, because they have so many mods in Skyrim, that a lot of the mods use, oh, he died. A lot of the mods use body mods, which I'm sure you're aware of, which is CBBE or 3BBB, which is like an extension of that. And you know, the thing is, I never thought one day I would be streaming as much as I do, but I have like a 200 plus mod list on Skyrim that I've never, and I know people have it in the thousands, but when you're poor and you don't have a ton of space, and, you know, you're not obsessed with Skyrim, you know, maybe 200 for me is a lot. So, the thing is, whenever I thought once, I'm like, maybe I'll stream Skyrim, I then realized, oh shit, I can't do that, because if I take armor off, they'll be nude. Like, I'll say this as someone who is gender questioning, right? And I am left-wing. But here's the thing. I have always have been opposed to censorship. Always. Always. Doesn't matter what side's doing it. I don't like it. My whole philosophy is, let people make what they want to make, and the people will engage with them on their own. There is nothing wrong with a sexual male or a sexual female. There's nothing wrong with giving them attractive characteristics. The people that hate this are freaks. They're freaks. People in today's society want to make it like it's a bad thing to be a gooner. Yes, if you're addicted to porn or like you treat, it clouds your worldview. Yeah, it's a problem. It's unhealthy. It's an addiction. It's wrong. But for someone to have sexual drive and call that gooning, I find just disgusting, because it's like, bro, you're here, alive, because of gooning. What the fuck do you mean? And people will try really hard to make you feel guilty for it. I'm like, you shouldn't. Wow, this guy has like a full... It's a full thing going. That's funny. Both sides of the political spectrum have social justice warriors. I mean, it's, and I use the term in the way that, like, because obviously fighting for social change is a good thing at times. But the way I mean it is, you know, the people that get offended at every slight grievance. You know, it's like, ugh, come the fuck on, dude. It's time to grow up. It's time to be an adult. Like, here, my whole take on this, genuinely, is, I might be old-fashioned in this. Like, I get that there are people that don't have a sex drive, and that's fine. If, you know, if you are asexual. You don't really have a drive. But I'm saying, but the majority of humans do have sex drive. You cannot apply an asexual framework to humanity. You can't do that. Because humans would not exist if you try and apply that to everybody. People who are asexual might find sexuality uncomfortable. Some of them might. But the world should not stop turning because those people don't have drive. That's just the reality. You know, like even growing up, I used to be one of those people that was like, I think life is immoral and I think living is immoral. I was like, I don't think people should have children because I think it's immoral. I think you're just adding pain into the world. And then I saw a comment that kind of really did change my perspective on this. And the question said, if you hate life so much, why are you still alive? And that one question basically made me reconsider the whole thing. Because I'm like, well, you're right. Obviously, I think it's worth living. So there is good in the world. And I think that that outweighs wanting to not live. So I think the debate is like natalism versus prenatalism, whether you think it's worth having a child and bringing it into the world. Like, my perspective is, it's like, if you have the look, here's what I would say to everybody. If you want to have kids, what I would ask is that you make sure you're ready and you have the means to afford it. Don't be having kids if you're in desperate struggles and you can't make ends meet. That's immoral. Don't have kids if you're not ready for it. That's just child abuse. Yeah, and I agree. It is a derogatory term. I guess my point is, I don't agree with the term either. That's kind of my thing. Like, that's my thing, is I don't agree with the conception of gooning. You know what I mean? I don't think people... I don't think people should be shamed for being human. People that have an addiction, we just call addicts. So, you know... kind of the thing. I have always, I don't know. I just wish people could just, you know, if it's not harming anybody, I don't see why people are getting up in arms about it. Gray Rock. Okay, we'll go. I went the wrong way. Although I guess I could say I do understand the perspective for people that don't like that seeing it, but like, I don't know. You know what? I'll say this too. I'm kind of old-fashioned. Like, and I'm speaking for myself here. I just don't think. Yeah, that's a whole other issue, right? I've complained about this too, that I absolutely cannot stand how Twitch has a double standard to what effectively is just women making softcore porn. That's kind of my problem. Is I don't care that they do it, I care that they're not honest about what they're doing. I don't care if you want to be a sex worker, but don't go there and act like that's not what you're doing. I would also appreciate a category so that people, you know, it's not front fucking page. I'm not saying it usually is, but like, come on now. Let's not fucking pretend it's not porn. And I don't know, I'm old-fashioned. I don't care if people kiss But I personally don't like it when I see people kissing in public. I don't care if it's straight. I don't care. Obviously, I'm bi. I don't care if it's gay. I don't care if it's straight. I just don't want to see it. I just think maybe this is going off on a little bit of a rant here, but I feel like in today's society, people do not appreciate how meaningful sex is. Like, to me, if someone has sex, it should be a very important thing. It should be meaningful. It should mean something. It shouldn't be something that you throw around like candy. I feel like the importance of the act has been disgustingly diminished. It should mean something. It's not something I think you should be doing all the time. But again, people can do whatever they want. I'm just saying, the way I look at it, I feel like it should be important. In my view. I think today's society is just addicted to instant gratification. And it's a huge problem. I don't know. I don't think what I'm saying is controversial. He is fucking me up, dude. Oh, I am out of stamina. Help me. Really? The Daedra heart is what set me over? Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Obviously, you know, and I'll say this too, and I've spoken about this quite a lot frequently, but I do see the other side of the argument though, because I do hate how, I don't know, like, as someone who grew up around men's circles, I can tell you that there is a huge problem with the way men talk about women. Huge fucking problem. Like, so I'll tell this story. I won't, you know, I'm not going to probably talk about it too long. But I have someone who has considered gender transition before. I have. I don't really know where I am nowadays because I just don't have the time to really think about it too much, and I don't have the money anyway. When I was growing up, I was religious. I'm not saying that there aren't left-leaning religious views. But I live in Ohio, where a lot of people growing up around me were like the bad kind of religious. My parents are religious, but they're more liberal-leaning religious. They don't really believe in a specific God, and they're pro-LGBT rights. My parents never forced religion down my throat. Never. Not once. And I found out, but what really scared me was the people that I would go to school with and the people around me. The extreme homophobia and like shit was just everywhere during when I was growing up. I'm 30 for context. So growing up in that time period is like, you couldn't say, like even being like an effeminate man, you just couldn't do it. Everybody would just really just hammer home these norms to you. Like if you didn't do it, you got bullied. Now I'm in a privileged position because I can kick people's asses, and I was never afraid to do that. So I didn't receive a lot of bullying. But for a large portion of people, it's not something that they can just do. Now, when I was about 8, I became agnostic. And I started to really find who I was as a person, because very early on, I learned the lesson that you can't make everybody happy. You want to, you grow up, you want to be this person, you want to make everybody happy, you want to be a people pleaser, and that just, boom, 180. I became a complete different person because of just people just being an ass to me. And during that, I want to say 8 to 13 period, I was kind of really just trying to figure out who was I really. And I didn't really get answers to that until my 20s, but I started exploring that. And one of the things I was sick of very, very, very early on was bullying. I always hated that shit. Always. I don't know if everyone else is like this, but whenever I feel someone is trying to get a rise out of me, I get really angry. Like, I have an anger issue with that, where if I can tell someone is trying to get on my nerves, I get really mad. If I feel someone has it out for me. Because to me, I'm like, why are you doing this? I didn't do anything to you. You know what I mean? So I get a stick up my ass about it. And, so obviously, but in my teen year, brother, everybody, they would talk about women in just, like, the worst ways. And I would always be so off-put by it. Because I'm like, would you say that shit about your mother? Which is what I think is so weird, that men will talk about women so poorly, but then they'll act like they revere their mother. It's bizarre. I don't understand it. I don't know how you can talk about women in such a shitty way, and then at the same time, talk about your mother like she's a god. It's weird. It's bizarre. And then on top of that, so you go through your middle school, high school years, and at that point, I was kind of like, I just don't want to fucking be in school anymore. I don't want to be with people I hate that treat me like shit. People, you get to an age, it's like, I'm not explaining shit anymore. You get so tired of that as an outcast, as someone who's, like, considered a freak or weird. Everybody's like, why do you do this? Why do you do that? Why do you believe this? Just no, I'm not explaining shit to you. I owe you nothing, dude. You figure it out. If you have a problem with me, it's your fucking problem, not mine. I'm not doing this shit anymore. So my early 20s was basically turning into, I'm not negotiating who I am anymore. I'm not doing this. I'm not living for someone else. I'm not doing this anymore. Kiss my ass. If people don't like me, I'm not hurting anybody. If people don't like me, fuck them. Irrelevant. And I understand, of course, because I'm perceived male. People, and you can put on that mask at will. If you need to kick someone's ass, I can do that. I don't like doing it. I don't like being perceived masculine. But I can do it if I have to. But like I say, growing up, I always related to women just more. I don't know. I don't know. And that's, and I most of my friends tended to be women, typically. Although, because of that, most of my bullying, if I did get any bullying, was coming from women or, you know, very traditional, air quote. I say air quote traditional, but you know what I mean when I say that. Men. Basically, weak-willed men. And, you know, during my 20s, maybe 19, I was, you know, I became an atheist, like, I want to say, like, 17, 16, thereabouts. But, you know, I don't know. In my 20s, I just started, because I'm at this point where I'm like, I put my foot down and basically saying, I'm just going to start living for myself. I genuinely never, ever considered if I was bi. Not a single time. Not once. I just didn't consider it. I just didn't think about it. So that was interesting, that I basically went, I'm 30 now, I basically went, you know, 90% of my life not knowing something. Because I was too scared to even think about it. I wasn't scared of, like, fighting people. I was just scared of my image. You know what I mean? I basically am the type of person that I'm willing to defend myself, but I don't want to go out of my way to do it. Unless, like, I have to. I usually just want to let shit go. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into drama and be the talk of the town. I don't want attention. You know what I mean? I'd never seek that out. So I'd always just try to just like, you know, this guy, just let it go. It's not worth it. Kind of energy. But yeah, I don't know. In my 20s, my perspective just changed on a lot of things. Like, a lot of things. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was in my, I want to say 20s or 19, I don't remember. This was around the time I started becoming political, okay? And one of the things that I first noticed was something called Gamergate, and I'm sure everybody here knows what that is at this point. And this was around the time YouTube started recommending a lot of these alt-right channels. Now, I remember getting recommended a video because all I wanted to do was just get a perspective as to what the deal was. I didn't really, you know, I didn't give a shit about anything else other than the video game angle. And I got recommended this video from this guy, some of you might know his name, Sargon of Akkad. And I remember listening to, because let me be clear, I only saw one or two of his videos about it. I didn't like him. Let me be clear about this. I do not like that guy. Or anybody in his circle. I'm just saying, I just wanted to get both sides of what was going on. So, and I would listen to the shit he was saying, and at the time, I don't know. I was just kind of annoyed because I'm like...
See? Tell me more.
Hold on.
Only quality goods for sale here.
I just want people to leave my video games alone. Was my perspective. What conclusion I came to. I don't care what side is doing what. Just leave my shit alone. That's what it was for me.
A good price.
But as I got even older, and I reflect upon that, I'm like, wow. You know, Anita was kind of a bitch. And somewhat fraudulent. But yeah, I kind of agree with her that, yeah, I don't think every character, though, conversely needs to be over-sexualized and, you know, I think there is a problem where when people design women, they are just over-sexualized. Yeah, and you're right, they turned it into a religion.
You've made a good bit of gold.
Like, it just became like a religious thing, and then people were like just so hung up on it, and I'm like, I don't know.
It's been a pleasure.
I think there's a huge problem, especially nowadays, where people use religion as a defense for being like having shitty behavior as well. It's just another huge problem. that I'm frankly tired of. I have religious family and they don't believe terrible shit, so, you know. But yeah, I mean, I've told people this, and I don't mind telling people this. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I don't know, I'm kind of leaning toward a feminine man. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. But I will say, though, that I have openly said that I have cross-dressed many times, and I don't see a problem with doing it. Because, and it's not a weird thing, it's just, that is just how I like to look. I don't like to look masculine. I don't. Real talk, in high school, there were days they would try to force us to come to school and we had to wear suits. And I never, ever showed up once. One time. Because I refused to present in such a way. And a lot of people will infiltrate just with the sole purpose of destroy. That's, I mean, you know? And I'll say this. This is something that pertains to me, that I think irks me, is because I've had this experience. So because I've had the experience of cross-dressing, I will say, I know how big of a pain in the ass it is for women to do makeup. I get it. I get it. It's fucking awful sometimes. And then on top of that, I had a friend, I've told this story, but she basically handed me a pair of jeans once. They're like a pair of feminine jeans, and she was like, "What do you think the problem with these jeans are?" And I'm like, looking at them, and at first I didn't really see what the issue was, and I'm like, that's weird. But then I put my hands in the pockets, because it's like one of the best things about jeans is you'd think pockets, right? Pockets. So I put my hands in the fucking pockets. There's no pockets! There's no pockets! I'm like, where are the fucking pockets on these jeans? And then I put them in the rear pocket of the jeans, and then of course they were deep pockets. And then it clicked with me. Ah, I see. So they designed these pants, some man designed these pants because they want women to put their hand on their rear when they're reaching for phones. It's just like, and when you just start seeing shit like that, like once you're aware of it, you just see it. It's just everywhere, dude. It's just like once you see that shit, it's everywhere, dude. It's like, and there's just not enough dialogue about this shit. And it's, you know, and look, again, if you want to, you know, if women actually want to wear that shit, by all means. But I sure hope that that's not a problem in all women's jeans. Because that's a big problem, if that's the case. As a side note, though, if I had jeans, I couldn't imagine not having fucking pockets. I don't know, growing up, I used to like having those shirts with, like, a pocket on the chest. I used to like those shirts. Growing up. Like, more pockets is just better. Like, when I heard that even they're, like, making skirts nowadays with pockets, I'm like, yeah, why would you not want a pocket? Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not quick to call everything misogynistic. I don't do that. But, like, I feel like, though, there's big cases of where it's just not spoken about enough. It's crazy. Like, even in women's healthcare. Like, my mom has told me stories about her going to the doctor and they brush her off as, oh, it's just mood swings. Like, I have OCD. Really bad OCD. My mom says it was worse than hers growing up. I've told this story. I've said, and the real OCD. This is a problem nowadays that someone with OCD I have to face, is now that there's a word for OCPD, because there's so many fucking people that go around saying they have OCD, and they don't. See you later, Christian.
Hail, Lord Crusader.
But there's so many people that are like, just going around saying they have OCD and it's just an organizational thing. No, I have the real OCD. The real one. Yeah, exactly. And you know, but like growing up, and I'll just say this, I wouldn't wish OCD on anybody. People don't understand how bad it is and how bad it can really get. It is one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life. And whenever I would go to the doctor, you know what they would tell me? Because I grew up in the time period, right? You're around my age, so you probably have experienced this. Oh, well, you're just not trying hard. Have you tried doing this? Have you tried doing that? I'm like, motherfucker. Like, just imagine a doctor, the common practice of a doctor is to gaslight you. And talk down your issue. Oh, you're not trying. You haven't like, shut the fuck up. You don't live with OCD. You don't know what it's like. Yeah, and I'm very thankful that when I turned an adult, my mom was right. My mom was always telling me, look, I know it's bad, but trust me, when you get older, it's gonna get better. And she was right. I telling you, I'm not religious, but it is a fucking miracle that I was able to get it under control. It was... I'm telling you, I hate a lot of politicians. You know, I don't care, you know, I've said this and I'm not afraid to say it. I hate Donald Trump. People can disagree with me all they want. I fucking hate him. Even if someone is vile like that, I wouldn't wish OCD on anybody. And I mean that. Tragic. I hate it. Oh. Yeah, I'd rather not go into that. At this point, I'm probably just going to do a quest. I feel like I have enough money. But, Camp Oblivion. Okay. I don't know. But my mom would always tell me stories, and we'd talk about health issues and whatnot, and she would say, well, she went to the doctor growing up. You know, oh, yeah, they don't want people healthy. Of course they don't. I would even argue that the current I'm just gonna call him a dictator. I'm not gonna call him. I'm not gonna pretend he's president. He's a fucking dictator. The current dictator wants people to die. The people running the show. They do. They just want people to die. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's so, everything looks so fucking bleak. But you know, the thing is, my mom, when she would go, because when she was growing up, people didn't even know what OCD really was. It wasn't like a common thing that people spoke about. My mom could not talk to anybody about her illness until she was like 30. Like, that's the shitty thing. Like, and I hear stories of women all the time that go to the doctor, and they're just like, oh, these pains, this is just like this, and it's just like they just, you know, or they'll say they're being over dramatic or something. It's just, my fucking God. Like, what the fuck, dude? Look, and just on the topic of healthcare, I'm just gonna say this. Obviously, and I need to make a disclaimer because that's, you know, just, you know, you never know if there are random people that see these VODs and they start freaking out and shit. So I'll just say this to the randoms. Disclaimer. I obviously think what Luigi Mangione did was wrong. However, it says a lot about society today when people were cheering him on and trying to help him not get caught. That's all I'm gonna say. It says a lot, doesn't it? If you don't mind me asking, where do you live, Shush? I'm assuming, well, I shouldn't assume. Do you live in Europe? Oh, I'm hurt. Just seeing ogres everywhere now, dude. What the fuck? What enemies? A minotaur. Oh my god. Skeleton, help me. Ooh. Run away! Ow! I need to fix my armor. Kill him. LM? Luigi Mangione, okay, yeah. I mean, but it does expose, though, doesn't it? It does expose just how unsatisfied people are with the whole thing. To the point where people are fucking becoming extremist about it. I mean, there are a lot of things that are bugging me in the world right now. Like, I could just go over a few. The war in Ukraine, I feel really bad for the Ukrainian people, how the U.S. has just absolutely failed them multiple times. And the fact that they even hosted Putin here in this country is despicable.
That the best you can do?
Absolutely despicable.
You fall down and bleed to death.
I'm burning. other thing that I'm always concerned about is what's going on in Gaza. That always worries me. Absolutely a genocide, and it's not being talked about. The ID control going on in the UK bothers me, and I don't live there, obviously. And they're trying to bring it over here. You know, it's just like... so many... And when I say dude, by the way, I mean that in, like, a generic sense. Which, by the way, Shosh, if you have any pronouns, let me know. It's kind of hard. I can't really do much here. I might need to use bow. These guys are so strong. Oh! This is gonna be rough.
Show me what you've got.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
Let me switch to bow. These guys are so tanky, good lord. No, it's alright. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, that animation! I can't type quickly at all. Ah, okay. A liberal-leaning person in Russia. Ugh. I hope you're safe. Your English is pretty good, by the way. That's the tragedy too of this war, man. The casualties. I just wish it would stop. In general, dude, I just wish it would stop. I don't want anybody to get hurt. It's tragic, man. What's it like living in Russia, Shosh? I have a lot of questions. Curious. I just think to myself, like, I wonder sometimes, you know? Like, there are so many people that are fighting right now on Russia's side in the war. But the people that don't want to fight, like, how do they hide? Are they just not called up to go to the war, or do they just... Are they just, like, are you guys, like, so far away that, like, from, like, the main regions that, like, you just, like, avoid conscription? Unless you're, like, not male and you aren't being conscripted. I gotta go in the cave, I guess. Better. Any nearby? No, not really. This one. What's that sound? What's that mooing? Is that the Minotaurs? What is that? It's ore.
You there. Stop where you are.
Oh, there's 3 of them. Damn, I just don't see Daedric stuff anymore. Unless it's weaponry. Helmet is that? What's he got? Is that an elven helmet? I think it is. Oh! Get my marksman 100, not too much longer. I need one more level, let's go. It's just... That's alright. I guess, like I say, I guess my main concern is I just don't want people to die, you know, on any side. I wish people could just go back to the way things were 20 years ago, and that was the end of it, but we're at where we're at now. And it sucks. The real reality is the majority of humans on this planet want a better world, not a worse one. But I mean, even in my case, right? Like, you might have opinions on, you know, the guy in your country. Whether you can talk about it or not, you know. I'm not gonna force you to. I do. Frequently, probably. But yeah, you know, it's kind of like that, where I'm, like, afraid to say shit nowadays about my own country. But yes, I do. But if you're wondering, I only ever choose appropriate attire. I don't like lewd things. So very modest things. I was gonna bring this up, but I got sidetracked earlier. But you know, when I was kind of figuring out styles and stuff, I noticed there was a term going on called femboy. And I'm like, what is this? And it was kind of like people just, you know, doing things, but I didn't really end up liking the term because obviously I'm 30 years old. I know some people don't really find it to be a big deal, but I don't know. I don't like being called a boy. I don't really like being called a man either, but I don't really care either way. Big wigs. Yeah. Really just feels like it's rich people in general. No, I mean, I don't mind people calling me man. It's just like it's complicated. Like, I'm not one of those people that is gonna, like, demand people call me one way or the other, so, like, I don't mind being called man. It's just... I don't know, it's, like, hard, right? Because, like, with the public, I don't... Like, if I don't know people, I genuinely don't really mind. What? Oh, I was like, what is that? Honestly, anything. Up to you. I'm not gonna care about anything. It's more so just people I know that would be more specific. I'll tell you what, it's less about the name and more about how I feel. Because as I said, I don't like being portrayed masculinely. You know what I mean? If people say it, it's like, whatever, but... you know... I don't know. I'm trying to make sense. I don't know if I'm succeeding in that venture, to be honest. I'm confused. What is here that I need to find? But yes, but anyway, so I was looking at this site called, like, it's like a femboy Reddit, and I'm like, everybody who does the femboy thing, it just seems like everybody has an obsession with thigh socks, and it's, or fishnets, and I'm just like, I don't... Like, guys, there's gotta be more to this than that, like, surely. And nope, it really was just, I don't know. I feel like that site just borders on fetishism, and I don't like it. I was going there to look for outfit ideas, but it really just seems like people are just fetishizing it, and I don't like it. So, it kind of sucks, but, yeah. What am I looking for here? I'm confused. What items? Confused. I'm like so confused what I even need to be looking for. Sorry, I was talking to my mom. I might have to look up a guide because I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be even be doing. What is this quest? Dwarven artifacts. Oh! Was that what I was looking for? I guess it was. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. I'll say probably, honestly, aside from, like, this hobby, the thing I probably spend the most money on is probably clothing, to be honest. I spend way too much money on clothing. Like, way too much. It's kind of a problem.
What's that?
We've got ourselves a live one.
My aim is bad. Oh. Power paralyzed again.
Show me what you've got.
Really? How you doing, Sir Morty? Also, yeah, I think... I mean, yeah... You know what? I love gardening, actually. I love going out in the yard and doing yard work sometimes. Just, like, planting stuff and trimming trees and... I don't know. Something nice about it. Oh, this guy has a Daedric Axe. Paralyzed again. Should get level 100 here in a bit. I don't know. For me, I just want to, you know, I don't like traditional norms really either. I just do whatever makes me feel good. I'm aware, Morty. I'm aware. It's just that most of the people follow Oblivion will also watch Remastered. Like, everybody's in that category, not this one. I know it's wrong. It's intentional. Oh my god, what the fuck? There's always going to be people following a fad, like with the femboy thing. I genuinely question how many of them are doing it because they genuinely want to do it, or are they doing it because, like, oh, it's, like, they think it's, like, the next hip thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, I really wonder that sometimes. Oh, let's go. This is absolutely huge. I could put this on a shortcut, but... kind of what I was hoping I'd be able to do when I got this. Oh, I'm fat. Help me. Canopy helmet. Sight. Of movement. Yeah, I figured I'd be over encumbered. I wish I could carry more, but give me the dwarven arrows. Give me all the arrows. Come on. Daedric dagger does sell for quite a bit. Money. I don't know what I need money for anymore, but sure. I'm kind of privileged in that I can... I know some tailors that can just make me stuff.
See you.
If I pay for it.
Well, have a look around.
So.
You won't find better price. That seems... You got it. And... A good price.
Depends on the game. I mean, if it's like a high difficulty game like this, where it's like obnoxious, then I'm just gonna pick the most offensive. If we're talking at a game like, for instance, I played Wu Chang. Yeah, the fashion element was kind of interesting, I guess. But you take like Dark Souls too, definitely fashion, for sure. Really just depends. Me at least. Getting like a bad case of heartburn.
It's
Holy
been a
hell.
pleasure.
Good to see you. I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring you.
Let's go put some stuff away in the house. I'm trying to beat this and finish this playthrough here before Battlefield 6 comes out. I don't know how likely that is, but it's kind of why I've been playing it a lot.
Hey, a moment
In
if you
case
yes, brother
you
knight.
guys are new here, I do have a YouTube channel. We did recently... Okay, so the current... I'm just going to let everybody know this again, just as a refresher. We're starting Minish Cap this week, Legend of Zelda. I've started Scalar, which is... I can't describe it. It's a platforming game. It's like you take Jak and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro... You know, a lot of those kind of games. Jak and Daxter, you just mash them together. Kind of its weird own thing. Started that. I play Genshin. In fact, tomorrow I'm gonna do one of the quest streams. I always play Left 4 Dead. At some point, I'm probably gonna return to Dragon Ball. Sparking
What's
Zero.
up? Do you
One
remember
of the
so bad?
updates. I'm gonna be playing Battlefield 6 when that comes out. And I do a lot of Resident Evil stuff. Minecraft, I play Minecraft pretty frequently. A little bit of everything, to be honest. But if you are interested in any of that, yeah. Check out my YouTube. It's ! YouTube. The art command is just for people that... bots that come in here trying to sell art. If you put... At least in my experience, if you put ! Art in your title, that tends to stop a bunch of bots and scammers showing up in your chat. Not always, but it tends to work, so that's why that's there. Can't get rid of that right now. Where's my repair hammers? They're there.
A moment,
My dear
if you
Sir
please,
Knight,
good sir.
may we speak a moment?
It's kind of weird because I think the gear, the fashion in Oblivion looks better than it does in Skyrim. But Skyrim is definitely a more balanced game with, I think, its difficulties, but I might be wrong. I don't know. I feel like it's more balanced. Although I think that this level up system is more interesting than Skyrim's. But... Okay, now we need to go to these Rissy's camps. I think Skyrim is just an incredibly boring game to play without mods. Like, I feel like this game is easily way better than Skyrim without mods. I feel like if you want to play Skyrim, you need to have mods. This game, you don't need a lot. Skyrim, I just think, is a bad game without mods. It's just boring and bland and just nothing really goes on. Just feels like the superior game, easily.
Jump on my sword while you can. Filthy Nord.
That's kind of my fear as well with the next area. I'm just not a, like I said, when I play video games, I am huge. Absolutely huge on environments. If a game has a really shitty environment, I am not interested in that game. I don't like Fallout for that reason. I don't like ruins and basically deserts. I don't. I don't like that. I feel like it's boring, the setting is uninteresting. I don't like it. And having this next area set in Hammerfell is just like, ugh. Another fucking desert. Not elsewhere. Not fucking, you know, the marsh. Which would have been way more interesting.
I have your head, you filthy Nord.
Then again, maybe I don't know enough about fucking Hammerfell, so I might be wrong. I don't know. Maybe my impression of Hammerfell is just straight up wrong.
I've fought mud crabs more fiercely than you.
I might need to bring the arrow out. I need to get some paralysis going. Like, I would argue everything, like, north of Whiterun is just bad. And anything south of Whiterun is the best part. Yeah, exactly. This game has passion and that one doesn't. That game just feels soulless. And I'm sorry, but like the whole gimmick of, oh, you shout shit. Yeah, blowing someone off a cliff with a shout is funny a couple of times, but that wears thin.
Do your worst.
That gets old really quick. On top of the fact that the dragon encounters are downright obnoxious. And nobody enjoys them. And in this game, usually when the game breaks, it's funny. It's in a harmless way. But whenever shit breaks in Skyrim, it's detrimental. Like I said, I don't know how the fuck people can play Skyrim on console without access to, like, the console commands. Genuinely, I don't know. I don't know how people do it. Thank you, Mountain Lion. Help me. Oh. Lol. Good job. You did it. Where's the other guy? It's over here. Like, I would argue that literally everything probably about Skyrim is inferior to Oblivion. And, like, I actually mean it. Like, the Dwemer ruins suck. The fucking Nordic ruins suck. The enemy variety is worse. The areas are just worse. Less interesting. The main quest is worse. The music I don't think is as good as Oblivion's. It's just, I don't know, like, it's just... Like, even the blades, like, the blades are worse in Skyrim. Who sides with the blades?
Oh!
And you've got the main character basically pledging himself to all these Daedric lords in Skyrim, and it's like... You do know that, like, it's a deal with Akatosh, right? Like, I don't know what the Daedric, are the Daedric lords stupid? Like, what? I don't know. Just the whole thing is fucking bad. Skyrim is just poorly written. It's a poor game. It's poorly written. The only thing that saves it is mods. And I think people that don't understand that are delusional. It's like, yeah, everybody likes Skyrim so much, play it without mods.
Like a pregnant cow.
Yeah, you can. It's fine. I just don't understand why they, like, actively troll in that game. It's like, this dragon that's been helping me the whole game, you want me to kill. Why? Like, bro, what? What the fuck are, like, what are they smoking? The dragon has been helping me the whole game. I just met this woman, and she's like, oh, you need to... It's like, no, dude, no. Sorry, no. No shot. It's just crazy. Yeah, right? Exactly. Look, if you were playing Skyrim, you wouldn't get shit like that. That's all I'm saying. You wouldn't get shit like this. So far, the only thing in this game that has truly pissed me off was the Beyond area. Other than that, I have not had any problems with this game. Maybe aside from its, like, damage scaling. But other than that, it's manage. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Skyrim. Like, in Oblivion, like, in this game, you feel like you take control of things. But in Skyrim, it's just, you just feel like you're just used the entire time. Like, about everything. Everything is out of your control. It's just like, god damn it. It's just, I don't know, it's just bad. Help the Thalmar? I mean, look, I wouldn't have made that decision, but I'll tell you what, though. I don't know why games are afraid to do... Like, I would consider that bad. But, like, why can't in games you do more bad things? The Skyrim Civil War is also just dog shit in general, but whatever. I'm getting impatient. Really slow. I should have reacted faster there. Alright, there's only one more I need to do. Yeah, I like really, like, great armor designs. You know, growing up, I've said this before, but I've never been, like, a super huge fan of, like, medieval stuff, with, like, exceptions, though. Or, like, fantasy. But I'll tell you what, or, like, in the traditional sense of the word fantasy, like knights, armor, dragons. I think the only other game series I kind of like is Witcher. Which, by the way, I will be playing when it's out, if I can fucking run it. Yeah, I'm excited for Witcher 4. I know a lot of people are bitching about, oh, how did Ciri get Witcher powers? Look, I get it. I get it, guys. I get it.
You have my
If there's a poor explanation, it's gonna suck. Yes, I get it. But at the same time, I feel like most of the hate is just sexism, to be honest.
University's
I
newest
don't know
edition.
if I can help you. Good day. I don't know what. Goodbye.
In my opinion, I think it's mostly sexism. Anyway, people are against it. There are some, like, legitimate critiques, but most of what I'm hearing is, oh, woke woman, blah. It's like, shut up, dude. Fuck off. Piss off. Continue being lonely the rest of your life. It's okay. World will not care. I'm like permanently frozen. And yes, by the way, I played the other old Witchers, not just Witcher 3. I am not just a Witcher 3 only fan. You like women like that?
What can I interest you in?
Evil?
You get. That's a fair deal.
That's a fair deal.
You've made a fine trend.
I don't think I have a
That's
mithril
more
helmet
than I would usually pay.
saved in my storage. I needed to get silver stuff like glassware.
I let that go too cheap.
I don't remember what the quest that I needed.
It's been a pleasure doing.
A silver pitcher and 4 silver glasses.
Business with you.
Okay. What do they mean by silver glasses? Surely they don't mean spectacles, because that's not a thing in this game. Dom. Oh, I see.
How are you?
This guy's place is a mess.
A pleasure. A bite to eat? Maybe something to wash it down with.
Farewell.
I hope I can. Good day. What? Can I interest you in some of my wares?
He sells repair hammers too. Oh, nice. I need these.
You drive.
Need 2 more of those.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Where am I gonna get 2 more silver glass? I see. So you feel like that takes away from the ending, I suppose. Like it canonizes a specific ending and ruins it for you, I guess. I don't know what a carafe is. Let's see.
Hello. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Please just sell the silver glass. Fuck.
Bye.
I need this Nern root. Pretty sure. Well, I'll just leave it for now. If I ever do the Nern root quest to get them all, I think I'll just look up a guide if I decide to do it. Just leave it.
Hello.
I mean, I could just wait again, I guess. Maybe there's something here.
How do you do? Your.
Oh wait, this was the
Can
guy
I
from.
interest you in some of my fine wares?
I bought shit from this. No, it wasn't. It wasn't this guy.
You too.
I could try another city, I guess. Find an inn or something. I don't know. No, I mean, you're right. I wouldn't want that, no. I guess for me, I'm just thinking, like... Ciri was raised that way, so I don't know... I don't know.
You smell of death. Been conjuring up dead things?
That's correct.
You too?
There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there.
I see. Goodbye. Hello.
Welcome. This is a dark elf bar. Cursing, spitting, and screaming. No, fighting is fine with me too.
Why did it cut
Only the
off?
guard objects, and they'll fine you or lock you up. Not my call. Only quality goods for sale here.
Damn it.
What can I interest you in? Here you have your chapel. The Imperials have the gold, houses, and top spots. Dark elves, and we take the whole patriotic Imperial mission at... Bye.
Ganradhel. I train dogs. And people. Prefer dogs. People. I teach them advanced... If you require further training, you might errands are very... Take care.
This guy just staring at a door.
Is there something I can do for you?
This guy is familiar.
Good day to you.
Jermaine. Wait, wasn't that the guy that sold me the fucking house? Ghost house or whatever? I don't think it was.
What about... I'm retired from adventuring, but you might try the old mine. Another possibility, and that you might also look at Quickwater Cave to the...
Okay.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Cowl of the Druid. Okay, but like, do you... Oh, okay, there we go.
You too.
Alright. Give this guy the shit, even though I'm not gonna train, but just want it out of my quest thing. I don't know why I'm so tired today. Okay.
You have my ear, citizen.
How are you?
Oh, I've been
You've
better.
got a real bounce.
Hello.
What's the news from the other part? What do you want? Be
I
seeing
hear
you.
that
Do you have... Ah, these look lovely. You just go give them to her. No need to let her know where they... Just give them to... Goodbye.
More fight.
What can... A gift? Oh my. This is from Prenel, isn't it? He's such a sweet man. I do enjoy his company, but I'm afraid I just don't have romance. Well, these are simply beautiful. Still no news out of it. Thank you for saying...
Have you given Mel... Ah, wonderful. I'm sure they'll make her happy. It's the thank you for indulging an old man's whims. Now, take care.
Good day.
What can I... If you're on a... You too.
Guy just keeps staring
Go ahead.
at me.
Where to buy weapons? Good
How
day.
are
Hello.
you today?
Oh, there's so many Joffreys
For any
in
news
here.
Hi there.
Yes? The Imperial City itself. Be
The
seeing you.
Nibelungos and grapes from- What do you want? Orcs don't ride horses. They eat horses. And sometimes I think they're the smart ones. Goodbye.
The Colovians are proud of their reputation. You
Uh-huh.
too.
Good day.
Okay. How long have I been streaming for? 3, almost 4 hours. Okay. Go do that really quick. Probably gonna call the stream after that. Gotta go do stuff. I'm about to eat lunch. I had a lot of visitors today in the stream. Which is always nice. Okay, where... Arcane University.
Greetings, journeyman.
It's probably too late. I probably need to... Hold on. What the fuck?
Greetings, Guildmaid. A pleasure to be seeing you.
Oh no, I've seen this before. I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like this. Void. So what? Really? It's kind of neat, I guess. Interesting. It's called the... Alright, that's kind of neat, I guess.
Hello, guildmate.
Got a decent amount of stuff done today. Did some caving, did a little bit, just basically a little bit of everything. I don't know why I'm still like covered in ice though. I think I'm sick or some shit. Maybe it's just a visual bug or something.
Hail, Commander.
Commander.
A moment, if you... Please, good sir.
What is it? Has the Priory been breached?
I've learned that a rare artifact lies...
Priory been breached.
Buried beneath the Tenmar forest.
Oh, I see. If you really think this is the proper course of action...
We pray, fellow knights.
All right.
First and foremost, we pray. Then only then.
All right. I'm gonna call it, everybody.
I could not agree with you more.
We're gonna go do some stuff, and the day is just really beginning. So, thank you all for watching, as always. Tomorrow I'm going to probably do the NFA quest. Probably. More than likely. And then... Oh, there's a schedule below. You can see that. Reminder, by the way, at some point next week, I'm probably gonna take a week off or something. I don't know when, but probably next week. I'll see. I don't know. I'll let everybody know when it's gonna happen. That would probably not include the weekends, by the way. Just 5 days. 5, maybe even 4. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let everybody know. Sunday. But yeah. Wait, hold on. What is it today? Yeah. Figured. I'm like, there's no way it's Sunday. So I don't know. The time has been passing so weirdly for me, bro. I just don't even know. Anyway. Yeah, I'll let everybody know Sunday. Alright. Have a good one, everybody. See you next time. Peace.